Digimon can be an expensive TCG. It's pretty common with every card game though, but Digimon's one of those TCGs where a meta deck can have cards that equal up to $40, $50, or even $60 worth per copy. But I want to ask, how cheap can you go? What can someone build for $20, $40, maybe even $60 worth of cards? And more importantly, how much does it need to be competitive? That's what I'm here to look at today. This is a series where I'm going to go through some of the most cheap decks I can muster up for multiple different price ranges, hoping to let you see, regardless of your bank account, can you build this? Only one way to find out for sure, and that's with Domination Budget. Digimon has plenty of popular Digimon. Sure, some of them just being adorable, like Pateramon, questionable Digimon like Renamon, even cool Digimon like Finrylugamon. But back in 2006, we had a normal guy prove he was a step above almost every other Digimon. Marcus Damon, a Digidestined with an Agumon that uses his fist to protect the people he cares about. And today, he's going to be the one protecting you. Well, him and his partner Shinegreymon, at least. Deck today is only around $20. We could build pretty much anything for Shinegreymon, just a few caveats. Shinegray is the type of deck that normally only builds around 1 to 2 Digimon up to swing at the opponent with multiple checks. Only different over other decks in its color groups, this deck uses Tamers to also swing at the opponent for game. Normally we can do this usually in 1 to 2 turns, but for this build we'll have to curve our game plan just a smidge. First, let's talk about what's missing most out of this deck, and that's BT12 Shinegreymon. You see, this Shinegreymon both gives all our Marcuses 3000 bonus DP and an extra security check, but also on Digivolve, reducing an opponent's Digimon by 3000 DP for each tamer you have out. Doesn't sound too bad usually, but this actually is the common way to successfully get rid of your opponent for game. And without it, we're losing our big OTK potential. We still have ways to beat the opponent, it's just now we're gonna have to be doing it with 2 to 3 turns instead of just 1 to 2. Next, consistency. Unfortunately, this also has to get hit, mostly because instead of playing physical trainings, we're gonna have to play Yellow Memory Boost. Now, if you squint really hard, these are pretty much the same exact cards, except physical training also lets you search up your Marcuses, which Memory Boost does not. Play a few more Marcuses for the budget build, and you should be able to work around this. And finally, Shinegray Burst Mode Ace. Unfortunately, we can't afford the Burst Mode Ace because he's like $6 a copy. Instead, we're gonna have to use Agumon Bonds of Destiny Ace. Granted, this isn't a card to help you extend out of most positions, but you can now use it to effectively get rid of 14 worth cost of Digimon your opponent has and keep a tempo back in your favor if needed. With all of this in mind, I'm going to jump over straight into DCGO. This video isn't sponsored by them, but with me talking about it here and helping it out by leaving a link in the description, hopefully we can get them to put a bit more polish in the program for users like us. This hand's crazy. This hand's insane. I absolutely love this hand. This hand kisses me on the lips. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Badoop. Oh, that actually just made it way better. Okay, let's just give them 4. Everybody likes a little bit of mana. We're gonna play some Digimon today, folks. Real gamers play Jesmon. No. Because I do not remember what Jesmon even is. Can we make this a tamer? This is like the safest point to like just run in for damage, right? Why not? We'll take off a single point. Also because we do not have a 4 yet, so we need to like put them on as little as possible. Run in with Marcus. What? Why? Okay, no. Is the card game fun / expensive? The game is incredibly fun. Expensive? Some of the most competitive decks can be a little bit pricey. There's a lot of cards that are just like $60 just straight up, but there are also just a lot of other decks that just aren't. We don't see it in this deck, but like for literally $20 more, you could build full power Crossheart without a care in the world. Let's grab that Geogray and put the rest on bottom. What's going on? I looked away for like 20 seconds. Magna Angel. Okay. I've caught up with myself. I think I'm gonna die because I didn't know they had a Blastace level 5 that just removes my guys early game. So we're a little bit dead in the water here. Oh, that's not what I want to see. I got support from my Digimon deck. I got the whole Ship of Theseus thing going on with it right now. I feel that. I was like that with Gilzamon. Like, you really only play like a few of like the OG cards from ET7? Was it ET7? I do not remember. But like, you barely play anything from that old deck. So you're just like, is this really the same thing anymore? Oh my goodness, this is awful. I'm dead next turn. Okay. We'll just say that didn't happen. That didn't happen yet. It didn't happen. Okay, now this is a good hand. We're literally running up the entire chain immediately. Exactly, what game? No, we still have to do it like this. Play a Marcus, give them like a little bit more memory than we should. But he has a blocker, so we're fine. There is aces in this deck. We just don't have it. Or the hand that we didn't have last time, that's right. Oh, come on, not Sukuyamon, no. We don't have any Tamer hate for theirs. Even if we did, it's like, what do we even do against most shit? No, you get to play an option from hand, I forgot. Is this the... Yeah, that's the lethal line. All right. This hand is awful. Game plan for this hand will be just build in the back, just slowly. Just hope that's enough. Ooh, I think it'd be better if I give him just 2 though. Yeah, because next turn I can go Rise Gray, play out this Marcus. Okay, so we go this lad for 3, play 1 from hand. We actually did get the good Marcus here. We will play out this Marcus and then suspend him. DP 1,000, 3,000 and gain a memory. Minus 1,000 DP, puts them very badly up there. Agumon, reveal top 4. I think this is actually like the perfect deck for this to play against. Free Digivolve, just trying to think which one I'd rather have. Yeah. $3,000, security check for 3. DP minus 6,000, DP minus 1,000. Get the memory back. 0. Swing with myself. Cool. Digivolve in the back, leaving them at 1 memory again. That kind of feels like the good idea here. Memory starve them. They kind of can't do much in that position. Ooh. Okay. Suspend. Get a memory. Digivolve again. Nothing. Okay. Memory plus 1. And then also treat it as a Digimon. Okay. Security stack. Minus 3,000. Gain a memory. DP minus 6,000. Lose the guy. Draw 1. Yes! Okay. That's all we need for like actual footage. Yeah. Even with what this deck can do, sadly we can't hold up against some of the most major threats in the game with 2 to 3 turns at this price. This deck really likes the ability to have major tide swing turns that give us more ways to control what the opponent can do, but unfortunately we can't afford those tide swings because of our price range. Some of the most important ways this deck can win is just by forcing opponent into a defensive position that we have enough abilities to swing over anyway, but we don't have the ways to OTK, so we're not going to be able to do that. And this deck already has an uphill battle already, regardless of what price range we're going in. But all things considered, that doesn't mean the deck is flawed. In fact, the deck does put plenty of full power decks against the wall before falling face first. As just a deck for a true beginner, this is amazing for the budget. Just $5 over just 1 structure gives us plenty of impressive matchups against many other introductory decks like Shinegreymon and Vortex. With this in mind though, Shinegray also has a positive that only Vortex can hold up against, and it's the ability to upgrade. Firstly, we need to get our physical trainings and we need to get our Shine Grays. Definitely get your Shine Gray mode aces. These cards will help you a lot more than anything else that this deck could get you in the future, and there will be a lot more important things that it does just for your main game plan. Nextly, get the Shine Grays from BT12. These cards are incredibly good. It'll help you get your main combo off the ground and usually will be the way to clean up the game. And thirdly, of cards that are out at this moment, physical training. These cards are just actually good for every yellow deck that you'll ever play, and of course will be good for this deck itself. Finally, I want to talk about some stuff that's coming out in the near future in BT21. Shinegreymon is getting a full-on wave of support with all the hero cards. This wouldn't be anything crazy, and I'll be talking more in depth about it in the future when BT21 gets released. But just keep in mind that these cards for Shinegreymon coming out do fundamentally not only make the deck meta, but dare I say it, like on par with Royal Knights. I've rambled on long enough in this video. You've seen me in the games. You know how I feel. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see more updates on my major videos, or if you just want to like talk more about small form content like this. I'm going to try and do a video like this every 1 to 2 weeks from now on. Hopefully we can get that going. But thank you a bunch. Have a good day.